A Blended Life. Today I'm going to do a story time for a specific reason. It is my son's birthday today. So I'm basically gonna go over me being a teen mom, kind of reflecting back on the past 20 years. Yes, he is 20 years old today. It's so bizarre to think that I had him 20 years ago. So anyways, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit your notification bell so every time we load a video, you get notified. So let's get into this video. Okay, so basically I was in high school. It was my senior year in high school. I was 17 years old. At the time, I was dating my son's father. I'm not going to use any names. We were together. We were in love, of whatever you call love at 17. He went to a different school than me, but we always were with each other. We hung out all the time. Long story short, I ended up getting pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant when I was 17. I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through all of this, but I graduated high school. He graduated high school. Our number one things that we wanted to make sure was that both of us still graduated high school and furthered our education. So those were definitely two things that we both did. He went on to a university and he played soccer. So he played soccer his entire life. He was the star soccer player on his high school team. He also played club. He went on to a university. I graduated high school. I actually graduated when I graduated a little bit later than my regular class because I had to take time off to have him. He was 4 months old when I graduated. And I basically got scholarships. The school that I went to had a minor parent program. So I'm so thankful for them. I think it's great that they had that because, as you know, being a teen mom, either you don't have the support of family. I was very fortunate. I had the support of not only my family, but I had the support of his family. And obviously their main concern was that we both graduate and, you know, figure out what we were going to do because obviously we were going to be parents and we needed to support our kid. So I applied, the school that I went to helped me apply for several scholarships. I actually got several scholarships. I got scholarships, but it helped figuring out what I wanted to do. And actually, I pretty much knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something in the beauty industry. I loved doing hair. I loved doing makeup and just making people feel beautiful, talking with people. My clients now, they always say I'm a hairapist because it's like a therapy session, not only for them, but for me. It's funny. So anyway, so I graduated, I got money scholarships and it helped me pay for my cosmetology school. At the time I started school in that fall, he also started at the university that he was going to. And things kind of got difficult. I mean, obviously after I had him, so ironically, sorry, my camera died. So where did I leave off? Okay, so I was saying, ironically enough, my son was born also on my sister's birthday. Crazy. So I'll take you back to the day that I had him. So I was feeling contractions. I was in so much pain and I basically was in denial. The dogs want to bark, sorry. So I was in denial, I was contracting, I don't know why, it was just like, I think this is like reality hitting me, I don't know, but my sister was like, I'm telling mom, you're in labor and you need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and immediately they took me back. They put me on all fours. Apparently they couldn't hear his heartbeat. I knew he was okay because I could feel him, but obviously I didn't really know. And So they had me go on my hands and knees. They tilted the bed. My head was like facing down. It was humiliating. It was embarrassing. I was scared. I was just a ball of emotions. And obviously everything was okay. And so yeah, I had him, and I think it was about 12 hours of laboring. I did not have an epidural. I was terrified to have an epidural. The thought of a needle going inside my back just terrified me. I did end up getting Stadil, which I think that's what it's called. Just kind of takes your mind off of the pain. It didn't take away the pain, but it took my mind off the pain. And I just remember cracking up. Everything was hilarious. I remember looking up at the lights and just laughing. Other thing that happened, which I don't really hear anybody talk about, is I was so irritated. I was annoyed. I was irritated. I remember my mom chewing gum, and I'm like, who's chewing gum? Stop chewing gum or get out of my room. I was yelling at everybody. I remember my sister had pizza or something, and I remember smelling it, and I was mad at her because I couldn't eat. It was crazy. I ended up, getting to the point to where I was pushing, and he was sunny side up, I think it's called. Like his face, he was facing upright when you're supposed to be facing down, and he like had turned. And so I remember them being two nurses on each side of me pushing down on my stomach, and the doctor used forceps to get him out. They, and obviously I did not have the epidural, so it was the worst, most excruciating pain I have ever felt in my life. It was terrible. I remember it till this day, 20 years later, which is odd because I don't remember it with my other two that are younger, but I remember that pain with him. And I remember thinking, man, I am having a 10-pounder kid for sure. I gained 80 pounds. He's got to be at least 10 pounds. And nope, I was wrong. He was this little itty bitty peanut. He weighed 5 pounds, 10 ounces. He was 19 inches long, or 19 and a half inches long. He was so small and so cute. And the instant that he was out, I was completely pain-free. It was so bizarre. Today's his birthday, and I cannot believe I have a 20-year-old. It's so crazy. If you guys are all wondering, no, that is not my husband. That's why it's called The Blended Life. He and his dad remained friends. We always, we always communicated as far as my son. We never went to court. I didn't get him for child support. I didn't, we didn't do any of that. I mean, I guess if I had a reason to, I would, but I never had a reason to. He never gave me a reason to. I mean, he always helped financially. He always, had health insurance for him. Always just got along and talked. We just basically, co-parent. I went off to cosmetology school, and he ended up going to a university, and our lives, we grew up. Our lives went totally different, and in situations like this, being a teen mom, there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of girls out there that don't have the support of their family and don't have the support of their boyfriend, and it's just chaos, or they don't grow up, and it's unfortunate, but we were very lucky that both of our families helped, and very lucky that, anytime I needed anything for him, whether it was school clothes or he needed a new pair of shoes, or, we would go halves on everything. Helped with his soccer, like all that stuff. So I never had a reason to. And yeah, long to this day, I love his family. His family is like my family. They know my husband. My husband's welcome there. My husband and Adrian's dad get along, and yeah, it's a lot of people think it's weird. It's not weird to me because it's all I've ever known. And I used to, even though we weren't together, I still would go over there for barbecues, birthdays, dinner, just anything, and they've always been with open arms. My son's grandma on his dad's side is like his BFF. Just always had a really close connection with her as he was younger and growing up, and even now at 20, the other day he went over there for dinner, him and his girlfriend. So anyways, I wanted to make this video because Obviously it's his birthday today. I can't believe I have a 20-year-old. That is so crazy. Like, it's just so bizarre, all his milestones in his life and everything that has been happening. I'm so proud of him. He's worked so hard. He's had so many ups and downs, just mentally, physically. He had a shoulder surgery last year. He actually is going to get his wisdom teeth taken out, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, so I just wanted to make this, and I'm going to include pictures of me being pregnant with him. So I just wanted to do this little reflection video on his birth story. So I love you, son. You will always be my boo. Nickname in the nursery when I had him, they called him Abu, or Little Stewart. And because he was so small, and there was about 8 or 9 girls born that day, he was the only boy, and they weighed like over 9 pounds, and he was like, you know, this little tiny peanut. So I just stuck with him, and now we just call him Boo. My parents call him Boo. I call him Boo. So you will always be my boo, and I hope you enjoy your birthday. I know you have plans this weekend, not with me. No, I'm just kidding. We'll probably do dinner or something, and I always do cake. So happy birthday, son. I love you. Bye, guys. Oh yeah, one more thing. Don't forget to like, comment if you want to, wish my son a happy birthday, and subscribe and share this video. I hope that it reaches teen moms out there that are struggling, or they think that their life is over, they're never going to be able to go to graduate high school or further their education. Just hang on, and you can do it. There's so many resources out there. There's so much help out there. Send an email to me, anything. Like, there's so much support out there. Your life is not over. I promise you, you will go through a hard, difficult time. I did as well. Wasn't all, you know, fine and gravy, but in the end, you will come up on top. You will become a better person, a better mother. He's morphed me into who I am today, and it wasn't my own doing. It was him, because I knew that I had to grow up. I knew that I needed to further my education and have a career and be able to support him with no help. And that's what I did. And you can do it too. So anyways, bye guys.